I have a theme song. I'm sorry. Did you just hear that? I have a theme song. Yeah. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. We're going to talk more about that in the coming days. But anyways, it's me. I'm back with Tool Box Diaries, Season 2. Go with it. Okay, just go with it. Anyways, did a bit of a retool, no pun intended, and added a little bit of skills to my online capabilities, primarily around the world of editing. And I know many of you are saying, Kev, but why? I mean, everything you've produced to this point has been perfection. And you are correct. But, I feel that everybody can improve. So I'm going to give that a shot as we kind of move forward here. I also want to be I don't want to be totally tied to the toolbox thing. It is the name and it is a convention that I love. But I'm going to mix it up a little bit, try some different things, see what might work, what might not work. I'm sure everything will work. I mean, come on, let's be serious. So today I want to share with you actually something that we taped back in January. But I have a special guest star, Hannah Murray Starvin. For those of you who know her. For those of you who don't, Hannah and I have a long history. We've known each other for a couple of years. We went to college together. And we definitely have the gift to talk endlessly about nothing. So we figured, why keep that to ourselves when we could share that with the masses? So we thought it would be fun to do a podcast. So back in January, after a horrendous episode in New York City on a Saturday morning, when it was, I don't know, I'm going to say 30, 40 degrees below zero, something like that. She may have a different interpretation of that, but that's my memory. And we sat down, totally just came down from breakfast and sat down in front of microphones and chatted for over an hour, which is we can do very well. This is a small clip of that. So the setup is New York City, roaming around, freezing to death, knowing that we wanted to talk about something. So we figured we might as well start here. So have a listen to this clip and let me know what you think. If you love it, let me know and we'll do more. If you hate it, let me know and we'll do more. Yeah, because this ain't stopping. This train has left the station and it is going full speed ahead. So please enjoy this little clip and look forward to a couple more coming up in the week ahead. And if I haven't mentioned it, I have a theme song. I feel as though there's other important things we should be talking about. What have we not touched on? Because gosh knows.
Well, we could talk about your feel about the warmth and the cold. You love the
cold. Yes, I do love weather.
A brisk winter day.
I love
walking
weather.
through the streets of New York.
I do love weather. Yes. Hannah took me on a tour of the Lower East Side.
We went
of New York.
We went
yesterday.
a full 2 blocks, and you would have thought we climbed Everest.
It had to have been a mile and a half.
Naked, because the whining was insane.
And I could see the East River.
You could not.
I could. I saw the East River.
Only in your delusional mind.
Before we found out we were supposed to be on the West Side.
Only in your delusional mind did you see the East River. First of all, I never got beyond Fifth Avenue, just to mention. But
and,
okay.
The Statue of Liberty. I think I saw the Statue of Liberty at some point. I'm just saying. I'm trying to give people reference points because, people are more familiar with those. But it was cold.
And you love the cold.
I love the cold. Everyone knows that. I hadn't thought out at that point, so I'm not sure if I was literally in my right mind.
But I kept offering to put my coat over your leg.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Because you were whining
As
so
if she was my
much.
helper, and we'd just taken a stroll through Central Park with her wheeling me. She then wanted to know where, and then you kept saying, "Where's your scarf?" And I'm like, "What? Where's my scarf?" And I said, "Right here." And she said, "Oh, well, do you want to put it over your legs?" I'm sorry, Emma, did I just turn 90? When did that happen? Who are we?
You did turn 90.
I did turn 90.
When you were whining somewhere around 28th Street, I thought, he's a 90-year-old man. And I need
was that 28th Street? I thought that was called the Bowery.
Oh,
am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Am I wrong?
Do you know, in the old days when the Bowery really was the Bowery, which it isn't anymore.
What is it now?
It's like high, like everything else in Manhattan. It's like apartments and it's all fixed up. Okay. But when it was literally the Bowery, and I took my sister. She came to town, and I said, "Oh, we can just walk across town. I know where I'm going." We ended up on the first warm day in the Bowery. I mean, there was just men who'd urinated on themselves, like stumbling down the street, and no cars or anything else. And I didn't know where I was.
Oh, that
I
should
was
be on a
like-
bus tour.
I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I got this. I was like a wreck.
Yeah. That should be on
21
those
and-
double-decker bus tours.
Exactly. Well, it doesn't really exist anymore, but it was.
We
those-
could recreate. With technology, we can do anything.
All you have to do is
Please
stumble
don't.
around the street and wet yourself, and we're all.
Exactly. Anything for my art. But you should not limit yourself like that.
I know.
You really shouldn't.
I know. I shouldn't. And I guess it's kind of sexist to say it was all men, so I'll have to do it
I
too.
think so.
Yeah.
It hurts me as a man.
Why
Man.
do I not feel
It
that?
hurts me as a man that you would assume that. But anyways, okay, so that's the Bowery's no longer.
Yeah. No.
All right, so I was a little off on that one.
At least not the way it was. I mean, you would go below the public on Lafayette Street, and it was sketchy.
So we were in the garden.
Yes, we're in the Garden District.
The Garden District.
You would have thought we had stepped off the end of the earth the way you were acting.
It did feel very, yeah. There other than plans, there wasn't a lot going on. And there clearly were not many restaurants
Well, it was
available to us.
8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and that's not like
It is New York City. I have a slightly higher expectation.
yeah, if you're willing to walk more than 2 blocks without whining, there's a lot of choice.
Did I mention the East River? Have I said that yet? Yeah. I think, was it the UN we walked by? I'm just trying to get my references correct here.
No.
It was the UN.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Chinatown, perhaps? I know they're all relatively located close to each other.
You know what else we could do? I'm just going to leave
Oh,
this.
Oh, okay.
I'm leaving this for a second.
New topic.
New topic. We really need to go camping together. And I'll bring the
Camping.
equipment and we can record camping.
Yeah, camping.
Because you're so good with the outdoors and your points of reference that I think we should go on a camping trip.
Yes, I think you're right. I can't see that failing in
Camping
any
with Kevin.
way. When I was younger,
Camping.
I used to go camping with some friends, and then I remember I think one of the last times we went camping, we were in a real campground, by a river where people would say you could see the paw tracks of I don't know, leopards and bears and stuff like that on the sand along
Yeah.
the riverbed, and that frightened the heck out of me. And then most of the family had gone off for the day.
Did you go camping
Strange
in
they
Africa?
left me. Strange they left me behind. Can't figure out what that was about. But me and one of their daughters were left, and a skunk came into the camp area where we were. And anyways, when they came back, we were on top of the picnic table screaming like, 5-year-old girls. And at that point, I think it was like in my early 30s. But needless to say, I think you get my point.
Did you get sprayed by the skunk?
Was there a point to that?
I don't know.
Did you
I lost
Did you get anything out of that storyline? Because I'm trying to think. You know what? That wasn't really actually that interesting. And I think, but it had something to do with camping. That's right. So I did stay on point.
You stayed
I
on
was
topic.
relatively on point.
Right.
Oh, I'm hitting the table.
Did you get sprayed by the skunk?
No.
So why were you screaming like
Now
a
that I think about it, it
5-year-old
might have been a
girl?
raccoon. See, I was
Well, if a raccoon was out in the middle of the day, it's rabid. So that's probably
okay.
there's a
Then
reason
it
to
was
yell.
definitely a skunk
Okay.
or a leopard. I
Well,
don't
skunks
know.
aren't usually out during the day either.
They're not.
Not usually.
Hmm.
No, at least I don't think
Is
so.
it possible I'm making the entire story up?
Very likely.
That-
Very likely.
perhaps-
And the audience just gave us a thumbs up on that.
Oh God! Oh, that was a huge hit. So basically, what I'm getting from our audience participation, which is of course massive, is that the more I lie, the better this podcast gets. So I think
Makes
we
me think of
found
people,
we found
you
our
know?
message.
Yeah, we did find
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
There has to be no truth to this at all.
No
Which-
truth, point, or
Point.
purpose.
or purpose.
Awesome.
What are your goals? Have none.